everybody. I'm Sybil Wilkes, and welcome to In Bed with Sybil and Friends. I am Sybil. These are my friends. Formerly of the Tom Joyner Morning Show, I now have a newsletter. It's called What You Need to Know. It goes about giving out news of the day, 5 top things that you need to know for the day. Please go to sybilwilkes.com to subscribe. We'd appreciate that. Every weekday morning, we have the newsletter in your mailbox, and we describe not only talk about things that are in the news, but also we have a health and wellness corner. We have a little known Black history fact corner, as well as keeping up with historically Black colleges and universities. A lot of the things that are part of this newsletter are what I learned from Tom Joyner. He's the old guy who retired not too long ago and left many of us unemployed. So a part of what we're doing these days is a number of different projects, but this project in particular is a lot of fun. It's called In Bed with Sybil and Friends, as I said, and as you can probably see here. Every day, 7 days a week, really, I deal with news. And these last, through the year of 2020, it's just been an incredible year and a time of great strife. A lot of news, but it's overwhelming. It really is. And this is a time in which you can't turn it off because there's always something happening. You can turn off the news, but then you got television, you got everything, every social media device available at your hand, and there's always some sort of onslaught of news. So it's very difficult to get away from it. And you'll always have people asking you, so what do you think? What do you think? Yeah, and I did lean in for emphasis right there, by the way. So it's very difficult, but there are times like this in which I can just kind of kick back. I wish I had a beverage to kick back with, but I do have my girlfriends. And so I'd like to introduce you to my girlfriends, and we talk about some of the most mundane and some of the funniest stuff, because these are some of the smartest and funniest women that I know. And I would like to introduce them to you, and just come on in, have a seat, and be a part of our conversation. And perhaps it will engender some conversations of your own with your girlfriends, with your guy friends, with people that you like. So let's start over at the top there and say hello to my friend Cherie. Cherie is a tech wizard. She's a geek. So is that a gizzard? She is my friend of many years, and a wonderful woman with 4 children, and just a great human being. Below her is the woman with one of the best hearts I've ever known, and her heart is as big as her laugh. And that's pretty big. So her name is Stephanie, and Stephanie and I have known each other for well over 20 years, and started out together on the Tom Joyner Morning Show when she was one of our producers, and we're still friends to this day. Even though we're no longer there, our friendship remains. Hey, Steph. And then we have a woman who is so politically connected and so just has so much passion for what's going on in the world, and is as crazy as she is smart and passionate. And that is my friend Tracy. Hey, Tracy.
Hi.
Hi. Coming back over, let's say hello to my best friend in the whole wide world. She is now housing me in the midst of this pandemic because she won't let me go out into the world and face all of the germs that are out there because we got too much work to do. And she and I have been friends for well over 25 years. We became friends when we started the Tom Joyner Morning Show together. And that is my friend Yolanda.
Hi.
Hi. And last and certainly not least, just a personality as big as the whole outdoors, and just as funny. And why she is not on somebody's stage, I don't know, but maybe we can change that. Marcelina, hello.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, ladies, so I'm glad you're all here. This has been just a very stressful week. As you all know, and I think that we're all in this together, but this week, well, actually the last 2 weeks since Memorial Day, has been the most stressful. in terms of, just as I said, the onslaught of news, and now coming to a new stage politically and what have you in our lives, with the protest and then the violence as a result of it, and all of these things. And like I said, it's just very difficult for me to get away from it. And one of my hidden secrets of how I relax at night. It doesn't, sometimes it's a beer, but it's usually not. But I can easily sit down and watch reruns. And I'm not proud of this, but the reruns that I choose, don't judge me. Okay, go ahead and judge me. I really don't care. But the reruns that I watch are Friends. I watch, thank you. Because it's just mindless, and if you don't have to, count how many Black people are on that show or have been on that show.
Wow, Black people aren't on the show.
Sybil, I've never seen an episode of Friends. Why Friends?
Wow.
Never.
Wow.
You either, Marcy?
I never seen a full episode. Why not Living Single?
Wow.
You know what?
They came first.
Living Single doesn't have 6 episodes in a row on Nick at Night.
Okay. But if you get Fire Stick and go to the Black Pluto, oh my!
There you go, Marcy. There you go.
We can remedy
Marcelina, keep it
The
real.
difference to me is when I look at Living Single, it's close to home, so I'm thinking. But when I look at Friends, it's like it's just mindless.
I look at the characters on Living Single, Stephanie, and you're absolutely right. I think about who is Max, who is, who's Overton, who's the Overton of our group, who is, and who's the Maxine and Regine and all of those. So Friends, I don't know these kids. I don't
know either.
It's silly.
But
It's mindless silliness. I like,
And I do know 2 of the Black people that have been on the show. Hello, Sherry Shepherd. But for the most part, it really is just like, oh my God. But it's just mindless to me.
Is it funny?
Sometimes
It's funny to me.
sometimes it's silly. It's goofy funny. Yeah.
And here's the other thing. I miss laughter every day. I can't say that I laugh every day the way I used to. And so I do look for something that's just like I said, mindless, and it's funny. It makes me laugh. And I just and it is a way to relax me. I don't smoke weed. I drink a little beer and wine, but there's something just to help me just kind of unwind and go to sleep. That along with it does sound pitiful, doesn't it? Okay, my life is pitiful. Is that what you wanted me to say? Okay, and I just escaped from my pitiful life, Marcelina, by watching Friends. And as I come into the room in my friend's house with her 2 dogs, who sit there and look at me like, you are one pitiful looking woman.
No.
Like she wrote one well-informed, smart woman that has things to do and getting shit done.
No, Tracy, I love you, and thank you very much for that, and I'll pay you later. But, the truth of the matter is, it's pretty pitiful. As I speak it, the existence is pretty pitiful. So let me ask you guys, because you all have so many different things going on in your lives. Cherie, you've got the kids and you've got work and all of this. How do you unwind? What's your way of de-stressing? And I know what you're going to say. And it's just really going to piss me off and make me want to eat some more potato chips.
Right. I was going to say, it might not be de-stressing for a lot of people, but working out is the way that I
Well, that's why she looks the way she looks.
Yeah.
As Yolanda says, that's one way of doing it.
That's the way I do it. That's the way I do it.
And do you work out every day, Cherie? Say yes.
5 days a week. At least 5 days a week.
That's every day. That really does. That counts. That's every day.
And you enjoy it?
I do.
What's the best thing you do that as a part of working out that you enjoy? After?
Actually, running. I like running.
Running, you're a runner.
And it gets worse, better. Sorry.
So do you like run miles or do you run for a period of time?
I don't run consistently like miles. I might run for maybe, a half mile, then I'll walk. So it's like a walk, run.
For how long?
Okay. Yesterday I did 2 hours.
Yesterday I did you ran for 2
hours?
Walk and run, yeah.
And
okay. You ran for 2 hours?
I did.
In a row in one day?
Yes.
On purpose?
Not in 5-minute intervals? Okay.
Like all at one time? Like you went one time for 2 hours and that's
you
what you
got
did?
home at like 7 in the morning, and then by 9 o'clock in the morning you were back?
Yes, I was done. I go to the lake. It's nice. It's nature. Listen to the water and then.
And did you
Are you in the water if you're running?
To the lake and then walk around?
What did you say, Sybil?
Did you drive to the lake or did you run to the lake?
I drove there.
Okay.
Drove in park and then got out, got on a little path.
Have you met any cute guys on the run?
I actually have met a cute guy. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I have.
Now we're getting to the good part.
All right.
Okay.
So that running is starting to sound interesting.
Get my fat ass up in the
Run and walk. Okay.
Not interested.
I need to buy me some rubber bottom.
Yeah. No.
I did. I met a very nice guy. We aren't dating or anything, but he saw me running and kind of startled me, came up behind me.
Oh, yeah.
But it was.
That even sounds more interesting.
And so have you started a friendship or a run ship?
Yeah. We run together. Mm-hmm. Not all the time.
Yeah.
He is a running buddy of mine. Mm-hmm.
He's a running buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I call him, a running buddy.
A running buddy.
That's what they call it
now.
Hey, whatever you call it. Okay. Whatever.
That's what they call it now, huh?
Little cute
Okay.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you.
Huh.
He's my Fitbit partner. Emphasis on the bit.
Bit partner.
That was a good one, Marcelina. That was good. Mm-hmm.
Marcelina, how do you stress?
I try to sleep. I
Yeah.
try to sleep, but if that doesn't work, if I'm aggravated or high anxiety, I might eat me an edible. I've taken to other things in my later part of life. I'm not a drinker.
Your life, honey.
I'm old. At least I feel old. These stairs tell me I'm old.
So, Marcy, what edible do you eat? Is it a cookie? Is it a candy? Is it a
Now,
cake?
I've eaten, brownies. Of course, everybody does those. But it's so many different things out here now. Like, you can get gummy bears. You can get a fruit roll-up. I'm telling you, I had a fruit roll-up about a week ago that was amazing.
Glaucoma, right?
That was at least 10.
And part of my ignorance, what kind of weed is in the roll-up?
Right, how do they get the weed in the roll-up?
Yeah.
I don't ask all them questions. I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned.
All I'm thinking is irrelevant.
How they
Irrelevant.
get that in the sausage?
None of that
I
matters.
see that, huh, Stephanie?
No.
None of that matters. All I need to know is that it's in there, and then when I eat it, about 20, 30 minutes later, I start to feel relaxed and calm.
Correct.
And your glaucoma is better, right? It's for glaucoma, right?
Yes, it's for glaucoma. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's
Cataract prevention. Yeah.
Yeah. It's to keep my
Menopause.
blood pressure low.
It's for all
There you
things.
go.
It's for everything.
Glaucoma, ear
Rash. If you got a rash, it's good for that.
I'm going back to how it's made. So is it something that you put on your roll-up, or does the roll-up come with it?
Well, see, I'm not making it.
It's in
I'm not
there.
sure of the process, but it's in the roll-up.
So it's in the roll-up.
It's in the roll-up.
It's an ingredient.
And I think
THC too. It's not weed. It's the essence of the weed that you put
Oh,
into
it's
the
the
food.
essence.
It's
Okay.
the juice. It's the weed juice.
Yes.
You see that?
We got juice.
Oh, Lord. You have to.
Oh,
You
no,
don't
I don't know how to cook.
the process.
We
You have to start too far back for
as
Yolanda. It's okay.
one of our nights where we talk about this a little bit more because
Okay.
No. I'm very ignorant in the whole roll up and weed and things conversation.
Okay, so here's
I've
what I'll
never
do for you, Sybil. We can have a good conversation about that. You could turn your friends on, and I'll bring the roll-ups.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to speak for Sybil on this behalf. Deal.
Pinky promise you can't take that back.
No, I'm open to it because here's the other thing, Marcelina. I also suffer from insomnia a lot.
Oh, wow.
So, if I'm able to fall asleep, then I wake up a few hours later and then I'm up for hours and then, not able to go back to sleep. So
have you tried CBD oil?
Yeah.
And it doesn't work?
No.
It only lasts for a little while for me. I'll still wake up in the middle of the night. Like it'll take me down and calm me.
John Sally told her to try stevia.
No.
Oh, yeah,
That's a sweetener.
That's a sweetener. Well,
No, maybe not stevia.
Sativa.
Sativa. Yeah.
It's the type of.
Can we have John Sally come on and explain this to us?
He would love it.
He would probably do it.
Or Snoop Dogg, Willie Nelson, or something.
Yes. I think we should call a professional.
I have the store.
Yes, with his daughter who is 19.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got a great story with
I've
that.
smoked weed in my whole life. I've never been high.
That's okay. We got you. We took care of it for you. Don't worry.
I'm curious about it, Stephanie. I really am. And I've seen it sit on a kitchen counter for a while, but not done anything with it. But,
It doesn't take much, especially if you're eating it. And it doesn't take much. And once it kicks in, it gives you a nice little.
Okay, hold on. So I got a confession. So about 2 months ago, we were talking about how stressed out we were, and Tracy and another girlfriend bought me. And
I wish you wouldn't bring that up because I'm really still upset about that. Okay, that really
Tracy,
still.
what you don't know is your gummies is still on my counter.
Give me my shit. What are you talking about?
well, you know what? I might take it. I don't know. And I'm thinking on a night when I don't have school the next morning. But then, every day.
It's not like it's Sudafed. It's not going to give you a hangover or nothing. You just take it to go to sleep. And the next day you wake up. I mean, it's over. It's gone. It's just like it's gone.
You don't have a hangover like
you don't have a hangover.
And I won't end up in the middle of this nice little naked standing there.
Off a gummy bear? Oh my God.
These people in Jamaica exist and they've been high all their life. They ain't doing nothing.
That's
like
funny.
they go work.
They go everything. You'll be okay. Yeah. You'll be just fine.
Tracy, what's the difference in the relaxation that marijuana give you to alcohol?
Because you would know.
Okay, so so first, smoking is not one of my favorites. I mean, of course, in the time where that was all you had to do, that's what you did.
Right.
But smoking is not as mellow to me as eating an edible. An edible seems much more mellow, much more cool. That kind of feeling. Whereas drinking kind of make you sick, or you get your upset stomach, or you get that, queasy feeling, or, something like that. Yeah, hangover, or, you got to eat something salty because you didn't drink too, that kind of thing. It doesn't, no. The edible, you just kind of rise.
Thank you, Tracy. That was good.
Yeah. Right. And then when you feel yourself coming down, take another bite and just level yourself back up. And they just, And I go for the edible any day.
I just want to go to sleep. I just want to chill and go.
You will. You'll go to sleep after you rise up a little bit. You'll mellow out, and then you'll just start wandering your way on back down, and you'll just go to sleep. Just like just like that.
And it's a good sleep too.
It's good too. It really is a good sleep.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can try a mindful guided meditation.
That works too.
We know that's your thing.
Yes.
Let's go to the mindful meditation guidance.
Okay, let's go. Let's eat the gummy and then go to the mindful meditation. How about that?
combo.
Tell us about how you de-stress using mindful meditation guidance.
Yeah.
So I de-stress. Well, first of all, I don't allow myself to get stressed.
Of course not.
You just stress out the rest of us.
Well,
Well, now, Sybil. Well,
no, but I really do. I think that it's a constant thing that I'm conscious of, that I am constantly conscious of my mindset. And so not to allow myself to get stressed out because for some reason, and Sybil, I was telling you this earlier, I am so my dad had a stroke, and now my dad, my husband's father who lives with us now, he had a stroke. And just this whole stroke thing really, really freaks me out. And so I really work on not getting stressed. If it's too much pressure, I just really try to release it or try to solve the problem and move on. But generally what I try to do at the end of the night, my new thing is music. I have been brought back to music, and I just go, and sometimes I get in my car, and I'm even liking to drive again. And I just get in my car and just drive and listen to music or just sit. And so music is my relaxation these days.
Right.
But I don't want to give stress any energy. I'm not stressing.
Right.
I do relax by listening to music.
You know what? And I can understand that, but I've always been someone who has internalized all of that stress. I mean, I have, even as a child, my mother said, you know, you're just a little too wound, a little too tight. But I just put pressure on myself to do stuff. Even now, I have vitiligo, and it comes and goes. It's stress-related vitiligo. And so, you know, people, and it comes right here. It was right here on the side of my mouth, which is what I
get that gummy off the counter. I need you to bring all of this down. Okay.
Thank you, Tracy.
Just, you know.
Yes. But Sybil, seriously, because I live with you now. Really, I really think for all of us, and really, you, Cherie, and I'm pointing at you, that if we don't allow stress to build up, then because it has to manifest itself some way, it has to manifest itself. And we all go through a lot of stuff every day with just life and then what's happening in the world. But if you could just release it as it comes, just as it comes in, find a way to release it as opposed to holding on to it. I think I think you might not need that on the counter as much if you're able to, as it come in, release it.
I think I've been doing it all wrong because I have tried to push it down. Well, earlier today, I just started crying. Earlier today, I was looking at the same news stories, you know, over and over again about everything, and I've been pushing it down. And then I saw some kids protesting, and I just lost it. So
have you seen that little girl, the little black girl talking about no justice, no peace?
Yes. And she was so passive, and I lost it. I was boohooing.
Yeah, she make you check your involvement with the movement. I mean, you
I don't know how to make you check your life.
Exactly, right. Like, whoa, I might not be as committed as I should be.
Yeah, I got a question. How to deal with it? I don't know. I don't know how. I think I've tried to ignore it or try to, you know, but I'm not doing it correctly. I know that.
Go ahead, Cherie.
I got a question. I try not to watch that stuff as much so that I'm not stressed. A part of me feels bad because I want to be a part of this, but then another part of me doesn't because it makes me emotional. Am I wrong for turning it off or saying, you know what, I can't watch this?
And then I feel guilty about not paying. You know, so it's just.
But I think you have to do what works for you. I mean, if that is, and especially for your peace of mind, it's one thing to inform ourselves, and I think we do that every day. But also inform ourselves to the point where we stress ourselves out, where we are harmful to our bodies and to our minds. That's not good.
It's not. I had to hold something in the other day. One of my coworkers that does not look like me called me, and he's not one of my favorite people anyway. So he called about some work related. So that's the only reason why I took the call, because I knew it was work related. And he just started talking about the marches and what's going on in the protest. And I was like, why is he doing this? He was this close to saying there's good people on both sides. Wow. He was this close to saying that. And I knew he was baiting me.
Right.
And I pushed it down, and I pushed it down, because I knew that's what, and he would pause for me to say something, and I wouldn't say anything. And he kept going almost 10 minutes. He just kept talking about all that, just bait me, and I just pushed it down.
So Stephanie, once you got through and you realized what was happening, how did you react after the call was over, after you put it into the call? Because I'm sure you put it into the call. How did you bring yourself down? I got
up from the computer. I just started pacing for a minute, but I had so much to do. I couldn't linger on it, but it was just because I knew what he was trying to do, and he wanted to, because he wants to say that we're all, combative and angry, and it just, and that could have been part of, me breaking down today, because I couldn't hold it anymore.
Yeah. What and Tracy, before we go on, what is are you with Marcelina with the gummies and all of that stuff?
So I think that a number of things have helped me, kind of like lower my stress level. And gummies has been there. I think that music is a very big part of my space.
And that's how you and Yolanda connect a lot.
Yeah, a lot. And that's, music is really my thing. And even when I was stressed before COVID, live music was my deal. I would go see anybody live. I mean, at the jazz bar, at the blues bar, at the someplace, live music was always my release, my de-stressor. And again, it doesn't matter who's playing. I don't even care what instrument you're playing. I'm going to go because I appreciate your talent, and it's going to.
Well, it also leads to your dating life too, I'm sure.
Correct. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, but now
you got there, fella.
A lot. Musicians are always good to talk to and flirt with. It's a great thing. But now, not really having a corporate full-time non-Black space, work environment has really allowed me to not have as much stress.
Wow.
And I, honest to God, I think it was divine, because had I been in that space and all of this takes place, I'm not like Stephanie. I'm not going to put it, I can't. So you start that conversation with me, we're going to have it. And, we can have it on a good level. And I am not afraid to cry in front of you. I'm not afraid to tell you you're wrong. I'm not going to be afraid to say some of that might be true, but if you step back and look at this and this and this and this and this, and to be angry because that shit make you mad. I'm mad.
I did not want to give him what he wanted. I knew what he wanted, Tracy, and I refused.
And I understand that, and I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't know that guy. I don't know the relationship with that, but I do know that there have been people in my space who have wanted that, and I'm here to challenge you and giving it to you. I really am, and that's my thing is. I'm glad I'm not, in that space at this point in time, because if you ask me about them protests, I'm going to read your ass, I swear. White folks, I'm just so sorry. I'm just so sorry that you are not the one that actually whooped Toby. But I swear to God, all that free labor, that's why your ass is where you are. You might not whoop his ass, I'm telling you. All the free labor that you got from Toby, Shaka, Mandingo, all the Black men and women, Harriet, all of that, everybody who got off a slave ship, your ass benefited from it. You benefited from it. You benefit from it now. So, I just don't.
Tracy,
I'm de-stressed because I can say shit like that and it don't matter.
I just want to say one thing, just like she said, that's another thing that de-stresses you. When people build you up like you said they do you, Stephanie, and you want to say something, but you push it down. Sometimes to get the stress off, it ain't nothing better than to cuss a motherfucker out. I swear to God. It's nothing better. And even, like you said, he baited you into it. But sometimes people like that bait you into conversations because nobody ever challenges them because they're always baiting people.
But
if you give them what they want sometimes they can't take it.
No, but Stephanie's not a cusser, MFer out. That's just not who she is.
Yeah. And
But
maybe
even if maybe you come back around and say, hey, you know what? You tried to have a conversation with me the other day and I really wasn't ready for that. But let me just say that, you know, these are really interesting times for us. And having that conversation, unless we're going to have an honest conversation about it, I prefer not to indulge. You know, and at least acknowledge the fact that you heard him trying to get you to say something. This is what I have to say about that. Either come correct or don't fuck with me. And that, you know, in your nice, polite, in your Stephanie way, in your nice, polite Stephanie. You know?
Just get Tracy on the phone. Call him back.
Hey, hold on a second.
Yeah, there you go.
What I wanted to say was
you asking fucked up questions unless you want real answers.
What she said. Yeah.
Stephanie, another way is to make a choice that it don't matter what he say, it can't affect you. Because you got to if you look at him as a loser, if you look at him as insignificant, if you look at him as, you know, not really that important, if you look at him as an instigator, then it does not merit your response. So you just dismiss him. And when you dismiss it, you really just dismiss it because they're ignorant and they're not worth your energy.
Okay.
And don't allow him to make you cry the way, you know. And
But if you cry in the middle of the day, there's no dismissing. You haven't dismissed it.
But no. But that's different. Crying about what all that is going on in the world, that's different. Because if you crying about what he said,
I just think that was part of what I was pushing down.
Right. So you really, everything that's happening in the world got to you and brought it to a head.
Yeah,
I get that. Because it's a lot that's going on.
Yeah.
So let me tell you something else besides Friends that's not white related. That really.
Oh, and Sybil, I watch Monk, which is totally.
Oh, I love
nobody
Monk.
ever on Black.
Oh my God, I love Monk.
No.
I'm trying to think. Is there ever been anyone black on Monk? Oh, the guy who came from Africa whose wife got killed on the corner. Yeah. That was the black people.
Big Bang Theory, but go ahead.
Oh my God!
That one I love. That one I love.
Yes.
That's another one.
Right.
But
Nobody's watching Love and Hip Hop.
That's stressful.
Me out.
Every week, stresses me out.
Okay.
That would stress me out too, Stephanie. I can't watch that.
Yeah, that is stressful.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm the only one.
So the other night I saw. I'm a big fan of Insecure, and Yvonne Orji, who plays Molly. Huh?
Don't tell it I ain't caught up.
Oh, no. I wasn't going to tell you. I wasn't going to say that. She's a stand-up. And so she has her latest stand-up is on HBO.
Oh, it's out? Okay, I want to see it.
Yeah. And I think it's called Mama, I Made It. And she's Nigerian American. And so her parents are spend part of their time here and part of their time in Nigeria. So she did the whole thing was kind of split between her going back to visit her family in Nigeria and then switching back and forth to the stand up. And it is so good.
It's on HBO?
It's on HBO, yeah.
I want to see it, yeah.
Yvonne Orji is her name, and she's Molly. Team Issa, by the way.
And Team Issa, yes.
but she's a really good actress. But it was smart. It was funny. It was dear. It was really sweet.
I don't see her as funny. I need to see that.
Yeah. She really.
Yeah. The promo for it is funny.
I'm sorry.
The promo for it is funny.
And it really is. It really is. It does not.
A lot of good reviews.
She's very funny. So, and she's like 30. She's
almost 40, and she's a virgin.
And you know what?
She's a Virgo.
No.
Has vertigo?
Vitiligo?
Has vertigo? I have that too.
No, you and Yvonne do not have the same thing. Trust and believe. You lost hers a long time ago. She's still, but she did not.
I feel like that Betty Wright song. Give me a minute. Let me catch up. Okay.
Okay.
She does talk about dating and really funny stories about guys and dating and, you know, and all of that stuff. But she doesn't address, which, you know, those of us who watch the show and know of her know that was a part of, you know, her thing, is that she is a 30-something-year-old virgin.
Wow.
And but she doesn't talk about that. But it's just really funny, and I'm just wondering, and you know, and I like to recommend stuff like that, you know, to people and really encourage people go and watch that. So, do you guys have any things that you have seen or heard, some music that, you know, really has gotten to you lately, and or something you've seen on TV?
I listened to a song today by Hill St. Soul called "One Life," and I thought it was pretty festive and inspiring. And I don't know if it's new or old, but it showed up on XM. And that kind of was my deal today, that I downloaded, listened to, you know, a couple of times over. But the Anthony Hamilton song where he redid Rick James, that's pretty funky.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Stephanie, anything you'd like to share about that? Because you're a music.
No, not at all.
Whoa! Okay, Stephanie, now I want to know. What's going on in your world? Uh-oh.
Them both. I haven't heard the new song yet. That's all. I haven't heard.
She's just a big Anthony Hamilton fan.
Yes, that's all.
He's a bigger fan.
Oh, yeah. I can understand that. I really
at a concert one time, he came off the stage and kissed me.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And then the song Sister Big Bone came out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Stephanie, you always come with a story. I know, Tracy, you just spent the week with your family, and we all have, you know, stories about our crazy families and things like that. But, Stephanie, you always have a story to share with us. And you've been going through it with your mom, who recently broke her arm.
Yeah, I've been going through it with my mom. So I get a call. Now we're waiting to get the cast put on my mom's arm.
Your mom broke her arm how long ago?
Oh, it's been about over 2 weeks, going on 3 weeks.
Okay.
She hasn't got a cast on yet.
She's just
canceled her own insurance. Somebody called on the phone and she changed the insurance, and nobody takes this insurance that she got over the phone from somebody. And it's just been a mess.
So her arm is really broke? Like it's broke?
Yeah.
She still doesn't have a cast?
She still doesn't have a cast. She's supposed to be going in the morning. This is the third time.
Does she have a sling or something?
She has an ace bandage in a sling.
Really?
Wow.
Stephanie.
And ace, did y'all put 2 rulers in between the ace bandage at least?
Stephanie.
She won't sit down. She keep doing stuff. And then
How
I get a call at midnight.
Well, it don't hurt.
And she heard because she wouldn't take the pain pills because she said they make her feel like a drug person. I feel like a drug person. I can't take the pain.
Your mom is a straight G. She got a broke arm for 3 weeks and won't take pain meds.
So she finally took it, you know. But my sister, my mom lives with my older sister and my brother. My sister calls me at midnight. Stephanie, I was like, what? Why is your ex-husband on my couch sleep? I don't know. Why is he called. So my mother's told him to come over and help her. Yeah, I've been divorced from him since 94. So my ex-husband on the couch at my mama's house.
I like it.
My brother calls.
That's how it starts.
My brother calls and said, why is your ex-husband in the kitchen in his drawers? I was like, why is he in the kitchen with his drawers on? I don't know. And my brother, just imagine, he Memphis, Tennessee, and he tells me, to tell you the truth, I'm offended. I'm like, baby's tidy whities. I was like, I don't have nothing to do with that. Why y'all calling me? I'm not even in the same city. Why y'all calling me?
How did he end up there? Yeah, that's a good question. How did he end up?
Your mama talked to him on the phone and she invited him to come over?
Yeah, and he just stayed.
Bless your mama. Your mom is a G. Your mom is straight, yeah.
So, to get my hair done. I haven't had my hair done since February. I go on Thursday. I'm feeling good. I'm getting my new weave in. I leave. We rushing because she got to go pick up her son. And I leave, and I was like, I want some wings. So I got my mask on. I take the mask off one side, order my wings. It's just hanging. I go get the wings. I put the mask back on because you got to wear the mask when you're going places. I get home. I put my wings down. I go to take my mask off. She done sewed the loop of my weave. The mask was sewed in my weave. I said,
Stephanie,
what?
Stephanie, you're trying to open for Marcelina, ain't you?
No.
You're trying to be open.
Marcy. Marcy. I had the phone halfway. I said, I got to show you something. It was one of these. It was stuck on my head like this. I couldn't get it out. So I'm like, I can't cut my new weave to get the mask out my hair.
All I can do, the good friend that I am, is drop the phone when I saw it. And then when I picked it back up, I was like, you can't pull it, I don't believe you. So she's pulling it, but the whole time, I'm taking screenshots. I need documentation.
Definitely.
Oh, I got the pictures. I said, you got 1 hour to post this on Facebook.
She was blackmailing me with the picture. I was like, Marcy, please don't post it. That is not okay. Please don't post
No,
it.
she was really concerned about your health and well-being. And she sewed your mask into your wig. Something that's a new trend that could start because she care about you that much. You never have to worry, where's my mask? And say, I gotta walk all the way back to the car. No, because she sold it. You ready? You stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready.
Bonus.
Okay. You're giving somebody a new idea. Yes,
I'm telling you.
yes.
Somebody have to roll it and tuck it up into the little packet right there. And I'll roll it out.
So what happened?
I got in there, cut it out. I figured I could just cut this instead of cutting the hair. So I cut this part and was able to get it out.
Wow.
So you didn't have to wait for old girl on Friday and go.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Hilarious.
I don't have to sleep with that. It just, yes, I just.
Did you call her and tell her what she said?
I told her. She was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
I wouldn't have. I'd be like, girl, I did that on purpose. What is that?
Right, okay.
You don't appreciate that? You should have tipped me.
For $11.99, I can sew yours in too.
That's funny.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Stephanie, thank you
That
for
was my week.
the Stephanie story of the week. That was precious. that and your ex-husband standing in his drawers in the kitchen. Your brother wants to know.
Tidy whiteys now. Tidy whiteys.
Yeah,
Oh my
he's
God.
offended by that. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so that might be bringing us to the end here because I want to know about, because one of my pet peeves is about dating and relationships, and it's people who guys who don't chew properly their food. That's where you have to see everything as they're opening their mouth. And just everything. And I have to see them masticate and all that kind of stuff. Masticate, Marcelina.
I know what that one means.
I gotta say, that's a lot to be doing at the dinner table. Okay.
That was a big A word of the day one time.
So, any pet peeves anybody wants to share?
Marcy, you got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Go, Tracy.
What you got?
I went on a date one time with the guy who put ketchup on everything.
Mm.
So, yeah, see Yolanda's face. She was like, let him be how you want to be. No.
That was a real deal breaker for her. I'm like, really? You gonna toss him because he put
Okay, so wait.
Mm.
No.
Yolanda, as you like to say, you like what you like.
You like what you like. Okay, so now, if you get corn, mashed potatoes, a salad, and you get meatloaf.
Okay.
How many of those things do you put ketchup on?
One.
The food is what you wanted on.
Maybe mashed
No,
potatoes.
wait, we're not talking to you right now, man.
Go meditate
I
for a
got
second.
Tuesday for you, Yogi.
No.
One.
Ketchup on everything. So now it looks like your corn has ketchup mixed in it. Your mashed potatoes have now turned pink. And the salad dressing you had now looks like vomit on top. And then you have ketchup on top of your mashed potatoes. Now I'm supposed to sit across from you and not have pay any attention to that because you like what you like. You can like what you like what Dolores did, because Tracy, you can't eat it like that.
Dolores from SVU, yes.
Okay, you can't.
He's on a crime scene. Yeah.
I can't. It looked like it just everything turned pink. Everything turned Russian dressing. Everything just comic color. You know.
Ain't Russian dressing anymore. Oh my God, Marcelina, what's yours? What's your pet peeve or your just can't?
Probably in a relationship is don't put your feet on me. don't put your feet on me.
Like y'all on the couch,
like
don't put
your feet on me. Don't put your feet on me.
So you mean like if y'all chilling and y'all
don't put your feet on me?
Watching a movie.
Don't put your feet on me.
Having sex
in the heat of passion.
Don't put your feet on me. I ain't switch it up. You heard what I said.
Clean.
I can put my feet on you though, but don't you put your feet on me. Don't you
get out the shower.
Don't put your feet on me. I can't do it. I would try to. Your name changed to Toby if you put your feet on me. I can't do it.
How did this start? Where did this come from?
You know what? I think it started from childhood.
Well, I hope
when my brother was young, he would get on the couch and he would take his feet. And you know how long time ago they didn't have the little short ankle socks. They had the long socks, and the boys would take them and flip them and put them under their feet and put them in the shoes. He would be walking around with his little socks like that, and he'll sit under the couch with me, and he would stick his feet under my leg and wiggle his toes and all of that.
I love doing that.
Me too.
I could not stand that. And I'm like, get your feet off me. And my mama would literally, let that boy put his feet on you. I hated it. And from then, I can't stand feet. It's probably one dude in my entire life that can say I touched his feet. I allowed him to touch me with his feet. But don't put your feet on me. I swear to God, it's going to be a fight.
Y'all got married?
Huh?
And then y'all got married?
Where you at? You need me to turn this camera around so you can see this bedroom?
Anybody else have any non-negotiables or any pet peeves before we close this out?
I got a quick one.
What you got, Sheree?
A bad kisser.
Oh, yeah.
What makes it bad? When they cover your whole mouth?
Yeah, that. Oh, that's so nasty.
But what about when they don't open the mouth?
Don't open the mouth?
Then they can't kiss.
Yeah.
That's not a kiss.
No, that's not. No.
That's your cousin.
I love kissing, but I when they have really thin lips, that freaks me out. You just got where it don't have a lip.
Right. You gotta make up for that thin lip.
That freaks me out.
You got the fruit cooler, so I don't know if you get it.
That's everybody. Thank you.
Or licking you in your ear. Don't lick me in my ear either. That's not good. Because you can't wipe that off if it went down in there, and that's not. I can't.
You determined to make me nauseated today.
Never leave home without these.
Okay, got to. Immediately. We gotta stop everything. I need to get up. I need to get some Q-tips. I gotta clean my ears because your shit. I don't know where that went. I don't know what that is.
Tracy, you been dating up for a little bit. Just take a breather. It's stressing you out.
Okay, right.
And she's one of the lightest, most buoyant people you'd ever want to meet. It's just like, it's so crazy.
But she got a lot of rules. She thinks she don't, but she does.
We all have a lot of rules. Yolanda, you're the only one who doesn't have rules.
No, she got opposite rules. That's all it is. Her rules are the opposite.
Yogi, you don't have no rules. No, nothing.
I got rules, yeah.
Okay.
That's what we need to talk
about.
The rules of date.
Pet peeve or you're non-negotiable. He must love the Lord.
Well, more than that, I'm very sensitive to smell, so he can't.
Can't stand.
No.
No, any part of him or any particular?
What if he's been working out or exercising, or he has a
Then
good
he needs to go take care of that. Then come to me.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
with you on that. Okay. I can get with you on that. Okay. All right, you guys. We are going to close this out. Yolanda, would you like to lead us in a meditation or a word of prayer?
Actually, I would.
I was kidding.
She lit it up.
You should mention that.
Okay. I was kidding.
Don't kid.
Please bless us. Please.
That's one of is that one of your pet peeves?
Can I drink wine during this?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
It is first Sunday.
I'm ready.
Can you hear my
There
music?
you go. Here, I have communion for everyone. Here you go.
Can you hear my music? Can you hear my music?
Can I run out and get the little gummy bear?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
What I would like for everybody to do is really
That
just
could be your
allow
preference.
yourself to relax.
That's symbolic.
Okay. All right.
Okay, relax.
Just relax, and whatever that looks like for you, just allow yourself to just allow your shoulders to just fall. You might not, but you're just really allowing yourself to relax. And you're taking deep inhalations and full exhalation. So from the belly, really take a deep inhale and hold it and fully exhale. Now just allow for your mind to just be still. You don't have to worry about what you did before you got here, what you have to do later. You're just totally relaxed. So as you're relaxing, it's very natural and normal for the mind to wander. And if it does, just come back without judgment. As you take a deep inhale and a full exhale. So as your mind is quiet, is still, just allow your focus to come with your eyes closed, but your focus is going to come right between your eyebrows. And relax. So as your focus is right between your eyebrows, see if you can see with your eyes closed in your mind's eye the letter P in white, bold letter, the letter P. As the P appears, the letter E is in bold white letters. As the letter E fades, the letter A appears. Again, the letter A is in big, bold, white letters. And as that A disappears, C appears. The letter C is fading away, and E appears. So as the E disappears, just think peace. As you're taking a deep inhale through the nose, a full exhale out of the nose, and just relax. If everybody can just smile, so your eyes might be closed, but you have a smile that starts from the inside of your body and it shines throughout on your face. And you can open your eyes. And just for a moment, wasn't that a little peaceful?
Yes.
Yes,
I was stressed. I didn't want to fall asleep and start snoring.
Heard somebody
Great.
snoring.
That would be great. So really, just throughout your day, and that was 4 minutes.
Okay.
That was just 4 minutes. That's the length of a song. If you could just allow yourself to just come into your space and just allow your mind to just shut down and just picture in your mind peace or happiness or joy or whatever it is that your soul is asking for. If you speak that into your existence and if you see it, it really becomes a part of you. And so, Stephanie, it doesn't matter who comes your way and what whoever they are, try to put up on you. When you embody in your own mind peace, then whatever can happen, but it doesn't affect you. Okay, Sybil, that's it.
Am I the only one that's glad she didn't have a longer word like perspicacious?
I know what that was.
She's gonna do a sentence.
Right.
Peace be still among you as you go around
Oh,
the way.
here on this day in 2020.
Right.
Go for
Music that came out of nowhere is what got me. I just got lost. I was like, where did this music come from?
She was ready.
I'm always ready, Stephanie.
I know.
Always ready.
Yeah.
I heard something else. I was like, is somebody asleep? I was snoring.
Marcelina, we did not practice this. I promise. I don't know.
I'm gonna start calling you Yolanda Buddha, cause honey, I wasn't ready.
Oh my God, you guys, this has been fun. Thank you for making me laugh and for de-stressing me even more. I appreciate you and I appreciate all your friendships, and I look forward to many more nights or evenings or days in bed with Sybil and friends. I appreciate you.
Love you.
Love you, Sybil.
Bye.
Be with you.
Bye. Peace be with you.